Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Heat Ultimate Edition. Plus, and in this episode of our season, as Todd Gilliland and his number 38 Speedco / Loves Ford, we're going to do the Strat 200 at Las Vegas, the second race of this 23 race season, including all that playoff junk. Last episode, we raced at Daytona. Here's the season standings. Johnny Sauter won that race. Matt Crafton, I tried pushing him to the win, couldn't do it. I love my Matt Crafton. Stuart Friesen was up there, and then he just vanished, I guess. I didn't even notice this. He finished 11th, but he got a lot of stage points. So, right now, he is the points leader. There's the point standings. You should show that by default, because I care a great deal about regular season standings. And then we're second by 3 points. So then my goal is to win the regular season championship, and then I can't find the back button. God damn it, Nintendo. The back button is the accept button, and the accept button is the back button. This is not my fault. I'm not stupid as shit. The freaking people who decided to not keep the same button layout are. Granted, that'd be confusing for Nintendo users, but most of them already played this game on a different freaking console. I have to constantly look at the bottom of the screen so that I can see what button they want me to press and remind myself that where that is on the controller. Because I know where it is, but I'm playing NASCAR Heat, okay? It doesn't function at the menu like NASCAR Heat anymore. Next session. I gotta stare there, and I gotta stare here, and then I press there, and... Anyways! We're in qualifying right now for this night race at Las Vegas. Of course, it's daytime. Yes, lacking graphic fidelity and draw distance because Nintendo, you know, they're way behind in technology. And maybe they would be a little bit caught up if they actually, you know, were focused on a console. But because they were so focused on having a console that could be both that and handheld, it has to be able to port to handheld easier. So they wind up just making these games lacking the draw distance properly. We got the freaking shadows just slowly coming in, and the mountains in the background are just white things. But the blimp is fine. The fucking blimp up there is fine. Okay. Mike Harmon, how you doing? Natalie Decker, Jennifer Jo Cobb. We got 2 ladies in this series. Damn. That's pretty cool. They have Alexandra Rudge, or Angela. Yeah, we got 3 ladies in the truck series. Holy fuck balls, man. Okay, so who's up front? Oh, by the way, I realized this last episode, we got Jesse Little in there driving the 97, and it's green. So it's like, Chad Little things. Stuart Friesen 4th, Matt Crafton 7th, Johnny Sauter, previous race winner, starting up front. God dang it. I got 19th and we're 18th, so yes, someone did drop to the back. And now it's sunset. This looks really nice. I'd say the lighting of the mountains now makes sense. I feel like they just have to get the color right. If they got the color of the mountains right, that's all that really matters. But because they can't read the texture like they want to in the previous games, they just decide to make it a silhouette. A randomly bright white silhouette. This is decent. Well, the more I look at it, the more off-putting it is. The grandstands are fine. I feel like they put too much detail in the grandstands in this port, and less in just the shit in the background around you. Because it doesn't have to be that detailed. Gosh, it looks like a really old PlayStation 1 skybox. I mean, this is frustrating. They should have just gone with a flat picture. You know, just a basic picture, you know? Because, I mean, that's what it was with NASCAR on the PSP. Which I know, I mean, this game is better than that in pretty much every other way. But with that one, they just had simple JPEG skyboxes. Here, I don't know what kind of three-dimensional nonsense they're trying to accomplish, and they just gave up and left it as a silhouette for the mountains. So because we have less wear, more grip, and the AI are on normal tire wear, we could fall off before they do, still, but it'll still be, you know, relatively fair because, I mean, this is the same shit as NASCAR Heat 4. I think the AI are better in this game. Why is this gray and black and blue truck have red rims? How does that work? This has been roads over here. And we got 6 laps on the stage. Reminder, we are on 25% race length and 105 difficulty, and all that stuff you should already know from last episode. Can't imagine someone watching the first episode and then and watching this one in any other way. Like, why would you start with episode 2? I mean, this is actual racing, I guess, that much. Super Speedway, it's just, just, what is what it's called? The Matchbox car. Just throw them on there and see how it plays out. It's a wheel of fortune. Spin the wheel, and whatever lands on, that's your winner. Everyone else is either crashed or just hanging in there. Oh, make a 3-wide mood. So freaking tight. Don't have grip because our tires are wearing off, but doing what I gotta do to get as close as possible to getting stage points. And we are on 4 times wear, so we have more frequent pit stops than it was back whenever I was doing those 13% length races. Not because of the rate of wear, but because we have this race length that makes it so that we basically have green flag pit stops at quite a few points. But we're going to wind up hitting under the stage cautions in any case that we can. It wasn't even that often whenever we were playing NASCAR Heat 4 that we had to take green flag pit stops. And that's just what stage racing does whenever you have these short races. Man, I don't know how I never noticed that Jesse Little was driving a green 97 truck. I would know more about the truck series and an Xfinity series if it existed, but it doesn't. According to Motorsport Games, it doesn't. They couldn't do it. They didn't bother. Yeah, and this is a new NASCAR game where it just doesn't exist. We've done okay so far this first stage. We started 18th. It's supposed to be 19th, but it's 18th, and we're 14th, so we've made up 4 or 5 spots. Trying to get one more on Joe Nemechek. Couldn't get my nose in there, so just gonna give him a shove. I can't see behind me, so I cannot successfully block, but Jesse Little's just doing the work for me. Okay, then. We're going to pit under the caution? Yes, we are. And the right sides are taking it up the ass. We have another 6 laps on fuel, but I mean, I'm guessing the next stage is more than the first stage was. I mean, I think 6 laps and 6 laps to run is cutting it close, with the fuel. I'm going to get 4 tires and just fill up the tank, obviously. Well, look at me pressing the A button like a smart person. Why is everything turning blue? I mean, it did this in NASCAR Heat 4 when I played it, but there's already this blue filter of sorts in the temperature to this game, so it's just even more blue than necessary. Oh my god, the mountains are just not the right color. This fucked up silhouette. It's so distracting. Because everything else looks so good. I mean, think about it. The texture of the pavement and the shine on the truck and all of that and the fans in the grandstands, and then you just got these mountains, this odd silhouette. Is this going to be a consistent problem? I don't think I noticed it as much whenever I was playing on the Switch Lite, on the go, because it's a smaller screen, so it's like, whatever, but now it's on a bigger screen. A screen big enough where it makes no sense that they can't put some detail in there. By the way, we gained positions on under the caution. I mean, at least I think so, because we're 7th now. We were 14th at the end of the stage. I mean, maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I passed a ton of freaking trucks at the restart. God, less wear, more grip, and yet I have more wear and less grip than the AI after 1 lap. We're hanging in there. It'll come to us. By the way, yeah, we could not have made it to the end of this stage if we didn't pit. It's 7 laps. It is a longer stage than the first one. Okay, we're clear down there. They're putting a gap on us. I keep trying to click R3, if that's what you call it on the Nintendo Switch. And I do that because that's what Ignition had me do. Back to bouncing off the apron. Classic NASCAR Heat. I mean, that's not realistic, but it ain't freaking NASCAR 06 Heat Evolution or whatever the game was called, where you just spin off of it and glitch and shit. Basically, several NASCAR games. Man, without the AI drastically falling off, it's kind of difficult to hold him back. I just did not hold on strong at the restart. If I wasn't as distracted, probably could have like kept a few positions, but we'll get one stage point. It's not Daytona anymore. We have to actually drive. I think I did a good pick getting this truck out here. It's like the top of my truck looks like the sky, and the bottom of my truck looks like the wall. What the fuck? Well, okay, we'll kind of do the same thing again. We'll get the 4 tires, and we'll fill the tank, because obviously we're not going to be able to make it to the end of the next stage without a green flag pit stop. Okay, now everything looks perfect.
Have a good day. Stay sharp.
The mountains are in the darkness, so they don't even bother. But this is whenever everything looks perfect. Everything looks just like it did on NASCAR Heat 4 and Heat 5 on the actual consoles, because this is not an actual console.
Stay to your left.
It's a handheld that attempts to be a console, instead of the other way around. I tried. Did I
Stay
succeed?
on the bottom here.
I did not succeed. I just tried. Fucking damn it. Okay, now look at that. The skybox is basically a JPEG, and we're just driving circles with inside of it. But then there's this random silhouette for mountains everywhere else. I don't know what the mountains are. I don't know what they're trying to make. Like, why didn't they make also the mountains JPEG? Because I guess they were just 3D things in the console versions, and they couldn't do that here. But you see, now the mountain is actually finally so damn dark that I can see that it's there, but it's not just completely off in color. Oh my god, our fresh tires are shit, dude. They're so shit, our fresh tires. They have less wear, more grip, but like, I'm nothing compared to these AI. Once like a lap passes by, well, we're losing another spot, and I'm just gonna try to draft off of Nemechek. Trying to side draft him, and it's so much easier to make moves now that I'm on this with the controller compared to whenever I was on the handheld. And the reason why is because on the handheld it's less comfortable for the hands, and the stick is smaller. You can't do the same with the small increments. I'm doing everything I can to actually take the spot, and that's all I'm going to get. I'm worried there's someone else trying to pass me in the process of me passing Nemechek. We're 12th for now, and there's a caution as my right sides are getting killed. Surprised no one's taking a pit stop. We can't make it to the end from here. We might skip enough laps for that to be possible, but I don't think the AI understand that. So we're going to click don't pit. Advance the green flag. Got some really worn right sides. I less wear, more grip, and yet they're still wearing down fast. I get it's 4 times, but with these AI, it's like you put them on normal, and they're not really experiencing that much at all until like the very end of the stage. You give them more wear, and it's just too much. It makes it too easy for the player. I'm sorry, but like, I waited for the clearing, and I found it. We are really great at restarts. I need to get a great run off of turn 2, and I need to just throw it underneath Johnny Sauter if I can, and try to just keep this momentum going. Once I get tight once, it's all gone. No, he was making moves, so I can't make a move on him if he's making a move on someone. We're already freaking 3 wide. We're still there somehow. I can't stop zigzagging. It's because this apron bounces me. And like I said, you gotta whack the analog stick. I tried to say that last episode, but it's like there's a odd dead zone in here. I mean, it's not the worst I've seen. I need to look at the fuel, which that is there. I have front damage. I guess I gave some pushes or something. Nope, no. And this guy's going here. We got 5 laps on fuel, 7. So yeah, we have to take a pit stop on the green flag. I don't know why we didn't pit. I don't know why no one pit. It would have been like the smart decision. Make your pit stop shorter, even if you can't make it to the end. Overseer sending me into the apron to bounce me right back off of it. Just put the thing back.
Come and be quick.
Trying to set up the corner. We got our block in. We're kind of closing in on Zane Smith.
Got a car high now. Clear all around.
Oh, God, so much blocking while also trying to move forward. I actually had, like, low brake smoothing on whenever I turned this console on and got the game set up, and I was like, have I been using that? What does that do? I've never noticed it after all this time, and I don't really know. They said something about getting off the track and taking a pit stop, that it keeps the car from, like, losing control or something. We're keeping up with Zane Smith, but everyone else is driving away. What's so trash about Zane Smith? Oh, no. I don't like that.
And full left to go.
Keeping ahead of these guys. I'm used to them being a little more aggressive than this. Oh my God, I can't keep it to the bottom.
That car in front of you is coming to the pit.
Itches. We got a little bit left on the right front tire, and got about a lap left in there, but I want to get down pit road as fast as possible, to be honest.
Car there on the outside.
No, don't wreck it.
Slow down.
45. All right, and 40 miles an hour. Repairs. No, it's fine. I was able to hold my position and shit. We will get all fours because I don't want the left sides to pop in these remaining 6 laps or whatever. And then a caution comes out. Well, I was already on my way to pit, so I'm not going to tell him to pit. He's going to go do that himself. That's cool. This is your first time actually getting to see a green flag pit stop in the series, which I don't think is going to happen that often. This is actually my first time seeing a green flag pit stop, I think. Because I always race on 13%, and it just never happens. It's always under the stages. Damn. Why are they angels? Why are they glowing? Yeah, don't pit. Advance and clear green flag restart. I'm 4th! Everybody else pit! So they got fresh tires, I got fresh tires, I gain positions. So let's try to have a great restart like I keep on doing. It is a green-white checkered. Let's just not lose too many positions. I don't think I'm going to win this race. But if I can clear Zane Smith... Oh, get out of the way, Austin Hill. Oh, get underneath that guy. Get Tyler Ankrum. Okay, I just need a block for the lead. I don't think that's going to happen. But it's possible. I blocked a bunch of other guys for a long time. It's just I get tight and drift up the track. We can do this. You already almost got 1 lap to go. Okay, don't have that much grip. They're just hanging back there. There's just always a caution. That's one thing that frustrates me with NASCAR heat games. You can't have cautions on that work without them throwing a caution, throwing a caution, throwing a caution. Stupid NASCAR Heat 2002 did the same thing. Always a caution. Always a fucking caution. Instead of just letting the goddamn race play out. Then when there actually was someone dying, they won't throw a caution for that. And then that's different about this game. And like, it'll always have a caution, but it's like at the expense of their just race playing out. I'm just going full throttle, doing my thing. Get up and block Austin Hill. I'm trying to. I can't see my behind me and shit, but we got the win. Okay. Still got donuts in this game, right? I'd be more happy about it if the game didn't just freaking hand it to me. But I mean, this is as hard as it gets. It's still not hard. Okay, little donut. Yeah. I stole this win from Austin Hill. It was not ours to take. Johnny Sauter's still running really well. Stuart Friesen had a good finish. I don't know about stage points because I haven't been paying enough attention to that. I know that we just got 1. So although we won the race, that's just, you know, locking us into the playoff junk and shit. As far as regular season standings, that's probably where we might have been hurt a little bit. The win will help, but we did not get much stage points, and that's a problem. It should show that here. Yeah, we're 3rd, and we're 12 points out of it. But at least Stuart Friesen's killing it out there. Oh, and this is Victory Lane. Gosh, this game is so blue. And it's a little more contrasty than it should be, because that's what my Elgato does. Anyways, see you guys next time on this game when we go to Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Vettix Camping World 200. That's an interesting racing name. I'll go ahead and drive this because we ain't done it yet, and it should look good at day. So our first day race is going to be Atlanta. We just did 2 night races to start the season. Then they got Homestead for that, which I guess we could just use this because I ain't gonna use that either, and it might suit like the race logos colors or some shit like that. But yeah, I'm just excited to be playing a game that's good. That it's a good NASCAR game, as opposed to the other one I just finished. and it just disappoints me that just always have to have throw scripted cautions in these NASCAR heat games. And I didn't deserve to win that race. I shouldn't have won that race. I should have finished like 10th or something at best. And even if the caution did come out, then I shouldn't have had such a great damn restart like always. I should have still finished like 4th or 3rd. But it is what it is. And we still got to battle for that regular season championship. And I don't care about the freaking playoffs that much because it's very illegitimate. I just want to win the regular season championship or compete for that and then, do the playoff rounds and shit. See you next time. That's that. And episode over.